Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird aunties that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
And with the sound of the cuckoo, you know that it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Have we roused you, fellow Americans, from your food coma?
I mean, I would hope so. It's it's
3 days.
several days
This
past Thanksgiving now.
If you're an American listener, it is several days past Thanksgiving, but we all know how Thanksgiving goes.
It lasts forever.
The day of food coma, the leftover food coma.
The leftover coma.
Food coma, and then when you combine everything into a giant sandwich, which is my personal favorite food coma.
And with that, I am Emmett Davenport.
And they are late. And no,
I'm just.
you are Emmett Davenport.
I'm Emmett Davenport.
I
don't
have
know
lost
who you are.
all sense of time.
I was introducing myself.
Yeah, I was closing out
the beginning.
Close out the show. I'm done.
You were thinking about the food coma. And
Good night, everybody. Yes, no, I'm Lady Attercop.
Yes, yeah.
As I know.
So Thanksgiving has passed.
It's coming on. I hope that any of our listeners that are American and work in the service industry have survived Black Friday.
And stayed safe.
Safe.
Maybe hopefully got a day off.
Godspeed, you poor warriors on the front lines of capitalism. Ugh. We are so sorry because this year had to be an especial kind of hell. God. Yeah. Emmett and I have both been on the front lines of
many a holiday.
The service industry, both in our current jobs, which thankfully do not involve Black Friday shenanigans, but also Black Friday shenanigans in the past.
I still have PTSD from working for a large corporate book chain
that shall remain nameless.
But that is also one of the reasons why I can't listen to a lot of holiday music.
Yeah, because if you worked in the service industry, in any kind of retail,
there's a couple songs that if they start playing, I just immediately start thinking of the next song that comes on after, and the next, because it played repetitively.
And you curl up in the fetal position.
Yes, and then I curl up in the fetal position. Also, that was also the time that I would have dreams that I was working.
Yeah.
And then would wake up exhausted because, as far as my brain was concerned, I had spent the whole night working.
Yeah, and then you have to go to work.
And then I'd actually have to go to work.
I have also had those dreams.
Yeah. That was not fun.
They're not fun.
Not fun at all.
Oh, so we're hoping that anyone who survived...
Please, survive.
Survived. We are wishing you health and rejuvenation in this most trying time of the year.
For all of our international listeners, you're very lucky you don't have to celebrate this nonsense. That's all I'm saying.
This stupid
stupid
colonialism BS. Actually, we can cuss now.
Yes, for one, this is probably going to be very shocking to people. And probably a very heavy sticking point. I'm not really crazy about turkey.
The gasp.
Like, It's okay.
The American bird?
Yeah, it's all right.
The bird of America?
That's fine.
I mean, it's big poultry.
I know.
It's a big old poultry bird,
It's fine.
which is good.
it's
if
not.
you like poultry.
I generally like to eat it on Thanksgiving, and then I'm done.
And that's it.
Yeah, and then I'm done. I don't.
I'm fine with turkey.
I mean, I don't like go out of my way.
You've never roasted a turkey in a non-Thanksgiving situation.
No, not at all.
I
In fact, I don't roast a turkey for the winter holiday either. It's you get it only for Thanksgiving. That's it.
That's right. That is an American thing. That also in Christmas.
Yeah.
There's a turkey. I've never done Christmas
we
turkey.
do a ham. In
A
my
Christmas
house.
goose?
Yes.
I
wanted to do a Christmas goose one year, and Rupert was very, very against it.
Why?
Well, he said he wanted a goose. He said the goose was fine, but I also had to cook a ham as well
in case.
because he was like, I am unsure of this goose thing.
He realizes that ham is the most unnatural of all the meats.
Oh yeah.
It is just.
Oh yeah.
It is ground up pork bits.
Oh yeah. And having watched Mr. Ducky and Rupert go after
they will
that ham,
fucking devour a ham.
Yeah, so I can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they love a ham.
I too will.
I like a Taylor ham. Having family from Jersey, a pork roll. Yeah, that's not any more natural than any other ham that has ever existed. But it is salty and delicious. So yeah, I'm not gonna judge. This is a judgment-free zone. Especially because people our American listeners, have just survived a week or a holiday with their family and all of the unique and distinct challenges that can bring. We were actually just discussing how it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how accomplished you are, it doesn't matter where you are in your life as an adult. The second you go home with all of your siblings, especially if you have multiple of them, you are right back in that weird place that you were when you were a kid. Are you a doctor now? It doesn't matter. Your brothers and sisters are going to call you Dr. Booger and noogie you and try to make you eat the giblets out of the turkey.
Ew.
I mean, emotionally make you eat the giblets out of it. Like as adults, they might not actually try to make you eat boiled organs. As kids, they 100% would have. But like, even if you're a doctor, like, they're gonna treat you with a certain level of a baseline contempt that belies your position in the real world. Like, you're gonna say like something like, "Oh hey, could you pass the gravy? I can't reach it from here." And one of your siblings will be like, "Oh, the doctor can't reach his gravy. I'm sorry, everybody. The doctor needs his gravy. The doctor! He needs his gravy. Will you please..." No. Bypass Sean. What, Sean? Sean, I'm sorry, you're still selling insurance? You're not saving lives. Give the doctor his gravy. The doctor needs his gravy. And that's going to be your whole experience the entire time.
Okay.
I
mean, I stopped going to family Thanksgivings a long time ago.
Just because of that reason. Oh, Emmett needs a gravy, everybody! Emmett needs a gravy!
I think I mistakenly asked for less of something on a plate. And that became a whole thing. And
you're too good for the cranberry sauce now.
Yes, it was something. It was the pickled beets.
Oh, I love the pickled beets.
I know you love the pickled beets.
I do love the pickled beets.
I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of the pickled beets. And I believe there was pickled beets put onto my plate. And I didn't want to eat them. And in fact, I had offered them to some other member of my family. And then whoever had brought them was offended that I did not want them. And I said, "But then there's more for you."
Yeah.
And apparently that was not the right answer.
No.
The right answer was that I should have just shut up and...
You just should have left them on your plate, ignored.
Yes. No, because if I had left them on my plate, there would have been a comment about why are they still on your plate?
This is the point where I ask, did your family have dogs? Because if your family had dogs, problem solved.
Yeah, but those dogs did not like to eat beets.
We never had beets on the table at my family. My family was only like 2 generations into Thanksgiving, so so
was mine.
The fare was very like, look at the Sears catalog. No, actually, let me do the right accent. Oh fuck! Look at the Sears catalog. What are we supposed to be serving? Turkey. Okay, got turkey. Stuffing. All right, that's sausage. I don't know how to do sausage. What is that? Boiled corn? All right, boiled corn it is. That sounds disgusting. Well, boiled corn it is. My family was very like, there was a meat, there was a stuffing, there was a bread dish, and then there were several there were 2 variations of vegetables, and they were both boiled. Because we were not American enough to know that there were other options. We have boiled corn, and we have boiled green beans. So
green beans.
And potatoes,
yes.
because obviously.
Well, yeah.
So there was turkey, there was stuffing, and then there was boiled vegetables across the board.
I believe that's actually a traditional.
That's not traditional. Other people's families have like corn chowder and like
whose family is
candied
that?
Yams
those are fancy. Those are fancy families.
No, those are families that have people who know how to cook and have taste.
Oh well, see,
macaroni and cheese is an option in
we
some
never
families.
Had that.
No, because our dumb immigrant family was like, I've boiled the corn and I've boiled the beans and I've boiled the potatoes. Yeah. What more do you want from us? Jesus!
And then the weird canned, No,
we didn't have
cranberry sauce.
We didn't have cranberry sauce at my house. That was too American. That was like, I don't know what to do.
We had the canned cranberry sauce. That was always the kind that just came out of the can in the can shape.
Yeah.
And then sliced. I didn't learn until much later from other people that you're actually supposed to take a fork and mash it up to make it more of a soft.
Or make your own.
Or make your own, yeah. I did not realize that.
Yeah, we didn't do cranberries because we did not, no, that was too American. We did mince pies.
Oh.
Which, if you're familiar with mince pies, we did not put the actual meat. There was no beef in the pies, but there was suet. And then later, when we couldn't find suet, there was butter. So
it's just...
No, it's boiled dehydrated fruit.
Uh-huh.
And candied orange and lemon peel.
Uh-huh.
And a pound of beef, like every good pie. And also some beef suet and some nuts. And you boil that all together for about 2 to 3 hours. And then you add some alcohol. And then you let it sit for a year. And then you spoon that into a pie crust. You know, for the holidays. Because we came from the part of the world that hates joy. I'm sorry, Britain, Scotland, and Ireland. You know it's true. Beef suet. If your pie doesn't have beef suet, are you even doing it right? What's the point of a dessert without a good, healthy heaping of meat?
Wait, I love a pot pie.
No. Sweet. A sweet dessert. Full of meat.
I don't know.
And I unironically freaking love mince pie.
That's fine.
Because I don't have enough melanin not to.
There you go. Then with that, I think I'm gonna play some music.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a madman wasp, because he plays all the music.
Choose the madman wasp. He plays all the music.
And yeah, I've just ruined your childhood. You're gonna go back and watch the Muppet Movie and realize
There were lots of dirty jokes.
Wow.
There were lots of dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite scenes in the Muppet Movie is the date scene.
Yes,
with Steve Martin.
With Steve Martin.
And would you like to smell the bottle cap?
Yeah, would Monsieur like to smell the bottle cap? And can we have straws to go with our wine?
Yes.
I thought you might ask.
And then he just puts them in there.
It's one of those scenes that is not funny as a child, but hilarious as an adult. Along with the Nazi scientist, you go, oh, that's a Nazi.
Yes.
In this whimsical movie about a frog who is trying to escape a southern man who wants to use him to turn his brethren into food.
Well, as you know, Lady Attercop, personally.
Me, personally.
Our listeners may not know that, but a childhood friend of mine, won access to a pretty prestigious Ivy League school because
Yale.
He went to Yale.
No, let's put him on blast.
Okay, yes.
Fucking Yale.
He went to Yale University because he wrote a paper about, and it was like 249 words. It had to be 250 words or less. Wrote a
paper.
Yeah, wrote a paper about how the Muppet Movie was the history of the Jewish people. I don't know if he's wrong. But
well, I mean, I'm sure that's not the only reason he got into Yale.
No.
But I'm sure.
But that was the paper that he
submitted.
He submitted as, his grades were, he was a
very good
super
student.
Genius, and he also like tested out of every science, math, and whatever he was.
And then provided them with a paper that was entertaining.
Yes.
So of course he got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Speaking.
But the Muppet Movie was a very prevalent. Also, I don't remember him watching that movie anytime recently from when he wrote the paper. I think he just wrote it purely from memory.
I mean, to be fair, it was before the internet was widespread, so the people who were reading the essay were also going on their memory of the Muppet Movie and probably didn't remember the extended sex song.
Right. Or also the fact that, I'm not sure, like, the provosts or the administrators of Yale in 1990 something had ever actually watched the Muppet movie. So who knows?
Fair enough. I mean, I can't throw shade because I am a person who passed their college level aptitude tests, which those of you in the South will recognize. South of America, not South America. Yeah. I don't know if they have the class in Argentina. I ain't asking. Again, 250 words, a 5-paragraph essay that I had to handwrite at the time about describe a personal hero and how their influence and how that influenced your life going forward. Oh. And my essay about my personal hero who influenced my life going forward was about Superman. Specifically Clark Kent, actually. Oh. Not Superman. About Clark Kent and how he was a very bad reporter.
And that influenced you?
Yes, because he was an ally. Because even though he was a terrible reporter, and he was Superman, so he had the ability to make himself a good reporter, he was willing to take a back seat to his counterpart, Lois Lane, who put the work in, because she was not moonlighting as a superhero and actually did the boots on ground, reporting research that was necessary to provide quality reporting. Even though he was her contemporary and male, he was content to take a back seat to Lois Lane because Superman was a true ally and therefore a hero worthy admiration in my estimation.
Oh, wow.
And I got a 10 out of 10 on that essay, and I know I did not deserve it, because as I said earlier, it was handwritten, and I know there were spelling mistakes left and right, because I cannot spell.
No.
Hello.
No, you cannot.
No. Spell check was a boon to my people, but I still got a 10 out of 10 on that essay, and I think it was 100% because whoever was reviewing it was bored, and they were like, Superman? Oh shit, hey, Lois Lane is awesome, and Clark Kent is lame. I agree with your analysis. 10 out of 10.
I feel like anyone who doesn't agree with that analysis is there's something wrong with you.
Well, I think it is understand that the people reading your essay are probably bored.
Yes.
And sometimes, not always, but sometimes it is beneficial to you
to write
play
nonsense.
that screwball left field.
Write some nonsense.
Right. Well, no, I felt like a 5-paragraph essay, opening statement, 3 paragraphs of support for your thesis, and then a closing statement. I felt that I could write a cohesive essay with my statement, which is Clark Kent is a shitty reporter, and the fact that he allows Lois Lane to be better than him shows that he is a true ally and therefore a hero. I felt like I could back that up with anecdotal evidence in my essay, and I'm sure your friend was like, I can back up my bullshit claim that
he was
the Muppet Movie is an allegory for the struggle of the Jewish people in America, with some actual maybe not legitimate, but sounds good.
No, he was also very good at He is the person who would talk people into going to see movies that
were bad,
that were not necessarily the greatest.
Yeah.
The best reference is the 90s something movie called Joe versus the Volcano.
Joe versus the Volcano is actually a great work of anti-capitalism media.
That is actually the argument that he would use.
He's not wrong.
But
it's a bad movie.
But he would talk about the allegories and all of the examples in it of how Joe is the everyman and the struggle and the crooked and all the lightning representations.
Oh, the lighting and the
crooked path and all of the he used that argument and would get people to go and see that. It's a terrible movie.
No, it's a bad movie.
Yes.
I agree with you. It is but I also agree that it is actually a really good rumination on the mind-numbing, soul-killing repetition of capitalism.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Specifically, the
the
drone,
the struggle of the everyman,
of the nameless.
Yes.
Office worker.
He would talk people into going to see that movie.
Yeah, no.
And rent that movie.
I'm right there with him because I'm also the person that also talks people into seeing Plan 9 and a lot of Ed Wood movies. Like, do you want to see somebody's id on display in cinema? It's like, and they're not good movies, but they're interesting movies.
Yeah, yeah.
I also agree with that.
I
would write that essay about the Muppets and the Jewish experience in America.
He became a lawyer.
Oh.
So, a public defender.
Oh,
so,
okay. There you go.
He only lost a little bit of his soul.
No, he's doing good work.
He's doing good work.
Good on you, man. Good on you.
Yes,
Email the Clockwork Cabaret at gmail.com and let's discuss about how the Muppets and Joe versus the Volcano expose the seedy underbelly of capitalist America and the bleak outlook that the
1970s and
those
90s.
movies lay bare. No, because there's an extended sequence in Joe versus the Volcano with a flickering.
Oh yeah, the light bulb thing. Yes, there's a whole
fluorescent light.
I had to watch that movie many times.
I agree with him. sorry, Emmett. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, I appreciate that movie because of the of what it represents. However, it's not good. It's not a good movie.
No, Ed Wood movies are not good, but they are interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
They lay bare the psyche of one specific man in a way that is fascinating
and
terrifying. And also, I'm always gonna have a little soft spot for people who have more ambition and more talent, or more ambition and bigger ideas than talent and budget.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that I see there that I'm like, oh, I can see where you thought you were going with this, but then the resources you had available to you at the time, and also you were very drunk, Mr. Ed, and you should have definitely cut that extended blackface routine.
Well, yeah.
Ed. But very interesting.
Oh, yes. And with that...
when you want to...
No, it's just
when you think too hard about the shit you like.
Right.
This is what happens.
Yeah, well, there are some movies out there that it's very, very obvious. Lion King is obviously Hamlet.
Right.
But taking a terrible
Disney lens.
Taking a terrible movie and trying to find some inner depth.
Well, what's more interesting about the terrible movies is because that there isn't a big studio backing them, you don't get that kind of filtration that happens with, because Lilo and Stitch, the lead designer on Lilo and Stitch drew porn.
Right.
And you can kind of see that in some of the character designs.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there it is. So, I find a lot of that when you don't have the big studio, you don't have the money backing you. I find that the psychology that seeps through the media, especially in low budget shit.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Well.
And I'm sure someone someday will analyze this podcast and be like, wow, these two whores were really fucked up. Oh my God! Did you look at the playlists? Wow, that says a lot about their psyches.
Mostly about mine, because I'm the one who picks all the music. But yeah, who knows?
Just our
my emotions are laid bare.
Our psyches are laid bare with the Clockwork of Cabarets. And if you like this raw exploration of our deepest inner turmoil,
we already did the donate thing.
We did the donation thing?
We did that
already.
earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't
Well,
have to.
if you just want to see our raw psyches...
Yeah, laid bare.
Laid bare.
Yes.
We have an OnlyFans. We do not have an OnlyFans.
No, I'm cutting this off now. All right.
But on my OnlyFans, I read poetry.
We're done. And with
I show you works of art that mean a lot to me.
No. And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
I'm there, Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do.
It's
problematic.
Yeah.
Diamond Lights Express with me, Mark Taylor. Broadcasting once a month, Wednesday evenings, 8 p.m. here on Mad Wasp Radio.
Why do we always come here?
I guess we'll never know.
It's like a kind of torture
to have to watch the show.
It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, motivational. This is what we call Express.